Hey, it's Nicole Lewis-Keeber, founder of Nicole Lewis-Keeber Coaching, mindset coach, business therapist, podcaster, speaker, you name it, I've done it. So, can y'all hear me now? I just had to end my previous Facebook Live because no one could hear me. So I'm thinking that these earbuds of mine may not be working anymore. I have an earbud graveyard in this house because my cats love to chew on them. So I guess another one bites the dust, right? Okay, cool. Shauna says I can hear you. Yay! Okay. All right, so I would not normally be here on a Friday at 4 o'clock doing a Facebook Live. I'm usually like revving up for the weekend, but I really wanted to just give you an example of what the work that myself and others do around small T trauma and big T trauma can mean for someone. So I actually just spoke to someone a little while ago who's not a client. She's probably going to become a client. But what she said to me was pretty profound, and I wanted to share it. And she said, you taught me the difference between small T trauma and little or big T trauma. She said, I never really would have said that what I went through was called trauma. Because I didn't identify it as things like PTSD or violent assault or anything like that. And she said, but from reading the things that you've written and hearing you speak, I really have learned that my childhood was really full of a lot of small T trauma. And she said, and how it's affecting my life now. She said, so as a kid, I knew I needed help, but I didn't have anything I could name to get help with. So she said, so I didn't get help as a kid. She said, as a teenager, I was depressed, anxious, and miserable. Again, nothing overt and big enough to tell people, hey, this one thing happened and can you help me through it? So again, teenager, depressed, anxious, didn't get help. Young mother, dealing with children and postpartum and all the stressors that come from being a mom. She says, I didn't know it was trauma and I didn't get help. And she said, when I did go to get help, it was, I went to see a therapist and it was helpful. She said, but I still didn't really resonate or understand that what I had was trauma. And I'm right there with you. I was a therapist and I was in therapy. And it took a couple of goes for me to realize that what I experienced too was also trauma. So you're in good company if you don't know that yet. And she said, it's not until now in this moment in my business, through your words and through the content that you provide, that I realized finally that it was trauma. I could see its pattern very clearly. I know how it's affecting my business. And she said, I'm finally, because of my business, going to get help. And so, God, that made me so happy because, I don't know if y'all know me, but, I believe that we have, these peeps inside of us at all these ages. Like, Brene calls it the wayward school for, Brene's wayward school for girls. When she talks about, her inner kiddo and her inner teenager and her new mom. Janine Roth calls them the ghost children. Whatever it is and however you resonate with it. This woman who is now going to get help for herself in her business, because of her business, because it was legit to get help for, is now not only going to heal herself and improve her business, make more money, but each one of those peeps inside her, each one of those layers, that frustrated mom with postpartum, that angry teenager that didn't have anyone listening to her, that sweet kiddo that began to not feel safe, but really couldn't understand or explain why, because there was nothing overtly big going on in her life. They're all going to get help now. And that is what's so cool about this work. That is what's so cool about someone who's never really given themselves a chance to heal because they didn't realize they needed it or no one really saw it. Now that they have a business and now they're seeing all the things and they're in this tornado of personal development that's not landing for them because they've got something deeper than a mindset shift or, one more course or whatever, all the things that work for a lot of people, like books, courses, mindset, all those things were not working for them. And so they realized that there might be something deeper here. And where do I find my way and who is my person to help me with this? So I just wanted to kind of get on here and just say that is the magic, people. That someone when I say you can heal yourself through your business, you absolutely can. If you can see yourself in this journey, you absolutely can heal yourself through your business. And if you've never given yourself the opportunity to do so, and now your business is motivating you to do the work because you want to be successful and make money and do all the things, now is the time to do that. And you absolutely can. So I just wanted to tell you this. This is not someone who I've known for a long time. This is someone who I didn't know at all until very recently. But you never know. what people are paying attention to, and what you're doing in the world is resonating with people. So do you stand in your brilliance, speak up. There are people watching that need what you have to say. They need your light, they need your smarts, they need your intellect, they need your experiences. They need to see that someone is speaking their language when they're looking around and saying, all these things don't land for me. All the books on imposter complex or, not playing big or whatever, they seem to be working for everyone else, but not for me. Why? Okay, well, there's something else here, and that's not yours. This is yours. Okay? All right, so any comments or questions about that? I'm like super stoked about it. That's why I jumped on here to be like, yes! And this person got it. And I didn't have to talk to them to get them to get it. They got it through just observing and reading and all the things. So it was just so awesome. I mean, they got it more when we talked, and that was awesome. But, they were already done. They got it. They understood it. So I see some yeses, and Patrice saying, yes, you can heal yourself through your business. So I won't keep y'all unless you have any questions or comments. If this message is resonant, yes, show up and shine. We talked about that earlier today on the podcast, show up and shine. So if this resonates with you, and the usual suspects around personal development and healing are not landing with you because it doesn't make sense, or you tried it and it didn't get you where you were wanting to go, there might be something else to look at. And if you feel like this is resonant with your community and you want to share this information, I would feel free to do so. It's really a nice snapshot of a journey of what someone can do when they decide to heal themselves through business, and that all of those peeps are going to get attention to now because you decide to do that. Okay. All right. So if there's any more comments or questions on the replay, I'll be happy to pop in and answer them, comment away, share away. You can follow me on Medium if you're curious of learning more about what small t trauma is. This is where this person found this information. I am on Medium for Nicole Lewis-Keeber. My website's nicole.lewis-keeber.com, and also you can follow me here. Send me a message, give me a shout out, ask a question, comment, share. Let me know if you're that person, or if you know that person. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm the only person I know that gets excited about the topic of trauma. Well, maybe not. Actually, I hang out with a lot of people who get excited about that topic. We're actually excited about the topic of healing trauma. So, all right. Thank you for the hearts, for the love. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up and shining, because I know every single person on this thread right here are people who show up and shine. I see you, and I see what you're doing, and I love you dearly. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.